Hey guys, Horatio here, and I promised you guys a Q&A vlog, so here it is. I've got a lot of questions, and a lot of you guys, I got some original questions, but a lot of you guys are kind of uncreative, and we're actually asking the same questions. So I'm probably not going to name names just of who asked what, because I don't want to be like, yeah, 5 people asked this question. But the most common question so far has been, what am I doing? Because I haven't updated in, I think I'm coming up on 2 weeks, and it's just been really busy. I have a backlog of videos that I filmed, and I just haven't had time to sit down and edit, so we'll get regular reviews posting pretty soon on a daily basis. Last week, we had 2 friends drive down from Oregon to visit us. One of them is moving here, but the other one was only here for a few days and staying in our tiny apartment. So we did some touristy stuff there. We took them to Japantown, took them on geek tourist stuff, and also during that, I actually got to check out GDC, which was a lot of fun. I got to wander around, I got to check out the Sony booth, and I got to see the new PSP and all of that, but even though I walked around the whole thing, probably several main circles, I think where I spent my most time was at the Nintendo booth demoing the 3DS. I went in kind of unsure about the whole glasses-less 3D experience, and now that I've actually seen it, I really enjoyed it. I was totally not convinced, and then I went in and I'm totally convinced. I demoed Ocarina of Time, which was really fun, but it's my most favorite game of all time, so a lot of people are saying, well, I've already played that through like 50 times. Why do I need it on a portable system? And I'm kind of like, I can play Ocarina of Time on the bus? Like, the concept really excites me. So that's a really big selling point for me, and I know that's totally weird. I also demoed Street Fighter, which was kind of like, it doesn't really need to be 3D. It's Street Fighter. It's a fighting game. It doesn't need to be 3D. Resident Evil, which was really fun. And I also demoed Nintendogs and Cats, which, while I would never buy it, because holy shit, it's $40 for a frickin' to play with a digital cat when I've got a real one that's laying on my bed looking at me angrily right now. It was a really good example of what the 3D can do, and if you were able to demo it, I would recommend it just because it's there was a lot of, like, the really gimmicky 3D in it, but it was good to be like, oh, okay, this is what the 3D is going to look like, this is what it can do, you know, when the dog and the cat run up at the screen. And also at one point I winded up a play chick and set it loose, and the dog and the cat started beating the crap out of each other trying to get to it, and it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. But overall, I'm sold on the 3DS. I'm not going to get one launch because, to be honest, I think the launch games kind of suck, and I don't want to pay $40 for a game just because it's my only option. So I'm going to wait until we get a few more games coming out for the 3DS, but I'll definitely have one within a couple of months. Also, the $250 price point is a pretty significant thing for me, so it's going to take me a bit to make sure that I can afford it. And then after our friends were here, my parents actually drove down from Oregon to visit us and to see how I'm doing and to check out my work and, you know, check up on me. And we had to do all the touristy stuff all over again, but the super touristy stuff, we went down to Fisherman's Wharf, and we drove up to Coit Tower on a very dreary day, and looked out from Coit Tower, and it was very dreary and very boring, and everything was white because it's so foggy, because it's always foggy in the Bay Area. And we also went over the Golden Gate Bridge to go to Sausalito for lunch, and it was very rainy. I felt kind of bad. I was like, okay, you guys drove all the way down here to do all this cool stuff, and it looks like shit. Sorry, guys. My dad and I actually, though, early Sunday morning went to the Alamany Flea Market, which is it's in the Mission District in San Francisco, and initially I thought, oh, shit, you know, I'm not going to score. At most, though, I was kind of hoping to get a new tea kettle, because my electric tea kettle broke. But I found this guy. It's, an old Hasbro electronic Lugia figure. I was kind of excited to find him. He makes noise. He can move his wings and make him make noise, and he'll get reviewed eventually. Eventually, when I get off my butt, I need to clean him up. Besides, he has smudges and dirt because he was bought at a flea market. And then besides that, on Sunday, this kind of segues into the next question. The next question was, are you getting or did you get black or white? On Sunday, I went out and I picked up black, and my roommate picked up white. I've definitely been putting a lot of gameplay into them. I have a pretty long commute on public transportation to work, so that's helped me actually get in some gameplay, because I have worked the last couple days. But also, just in general, I've been playing my Pokemon Black a lot. Another popular question was, which was my starter? My starter was Snivy, however you want to pronounce it. I still like to call him the Smugleaf. And he is nicknamed, which is another question. I nicknamed him Osmodeus. And apparently I say that really weird, because whenever I say that, people are like, you mean Ozymandias, like the guy from The Watchmen, or like the Egyptian pharaoh? And I say, no, I mean Osmodeus, like the adder from Redwall. And that's kind of a two-parter. When I first saw Serperior, I was kind of like, oh my god, I want to get one and name it Osmodeus, because it totally looks like the way I imagined an adder to look when I was a child, and I'd never seen a picture of an adder. And then also, if any of you guys are Redwall fans, you might have heard that earlier this month, Brian Jakes did pass away after a long series of health issues. And Brian Jakes has been a really significant part of my life and a really significant part of me growing up. So it was kind of my little tribute to Brian Jakes. That was a really sad news to hear. And my heart goes out to his family, and my heart goes out to all of his other fans. I know that the Redwall books have affected my life profoundly, and I'm sure that I'm not alone in that. On a lighter note, another related question was, who's my current team? My current team, in no particular order, and this is just kind of the team that I've thrown together through what I'm catching. I don't do competitive battling, really. I like to just play the game. I like to enjoy myself. I like to trade. So my team is just organized in, this is going to get me through the game kind of way. And I don't really care about competitive battling, and I don't really want people commenting and being like, your team sucks, you would never win at a tournament, because I don't go to tournaments, and I don't care. But my current team is a Darumaka named Dalulu, which makes no sense, it's just nonsense, because I think it's cute. I have my Servine, is the level that he's at right now, and that's Osmodeus. All of my team right now are around, let's see, there are 2 at 28, and the rest are at level 27. I have a Simipour, and he's named Chim Chim, because I love Speed Racer. I have a Leopard, and that's named Flory, which is after my cat, Florence, because I'm a girl and cats. I have a Tranquil, who's named Gilfy, because I love books about animals. And I have a Zebstrika named what did I name him? Zaptor. Like Centaur, but Zap like electric, because I'm kind of uncreative. So that's my coverage on Pokemon Black and White, the extent of what I'm going to do right now. I'm really enjoying it. I feel like it's really well done. It's a really pretty world. Let's see. I'm looking at some of my other questions. There's just a few more to go over. DX Robots on Twitter asked what my most favoritist Gaia memory is. And that I want to say Fang. Fang is my favorite. But my roommate kind of argued with me and was like, that doesn't count because Fang is sentient. So if you guys don't think Fang counts, even though he's totally adorable and totally awesome, I'd go with Nuzca for Dopants. Because I've said before, I really like the Kirihiko story. And then for non-Fang, double-related Gaia memories, I really like Luna. I know I'm kind of alone there. I like the color yellow. It's my favorite color, and Luna is really awesome. I love the Luna trigger form, so sue me. I love Luna. And then I guess the final question to go over that I've gotten a lot on YouTube, mostly on my videos, is bro or lady bro, phrased a variety of different ways, and just so you guys know, lady bro. I'm a girl. I think that I don't want to hypothesize why people guess that I'm a boy. I'm guessing it's because I have a deep voice, you can't see my face, and I go by Horatio, which is a boy's name, and I like boy things. I'm a tomboy. I had 2 older brothers growing up. I was the baby. I was the only girl, and even though my mom hoped that I would be a little princess, I had 2 older brothers, so all I wanted to do was play with Transformers and Batman. Batman all the time, every day. But yeah, I'm not bothered by it. It's something that's happened a lot through my life because I used to wear really short hair and everything, so I'm totally used to it. Nobody's offended me. But I am a girl. And I think that, yeah, whatever. I'm a girl. Just so you guys know, in case you guys were wondering, girl. And last but not least, I thought I had one final thing. Oh, right, things to look forward to. I have, my parents, when they came down, they drove down, so they brought us a bunch of kitchen stuff that I'd left in Oregon. Also, tons of toys. Not nearly my whole collection, but a significant amount of old Pokemon toys, old Hasbro Pokemon toys, Poké Dolls, tons of stuff that I'm going to be reviewing coming up. And, also, over the last 2 weeks, I've kind of rediscovered how much I love Transformers, specifically Beast Wars, because I apparently totally forgot that I used to watch Beast Wars every day at a friend's house after school and when I was in like middle school, and now I'm just totally enthralled with Beast Wars, especially the Japanese Beast Wars shows, which I'd actually never seen before. So I've got a lot of Transformers coming. So Transformers are going to start getting added to the Pokemon and Kamen Rider mix. If you guys are ever curious about anything, feel free to holler at me. I also want to start doing some to-do videos. I'm planning on converting, as it were, play-by-play Mewtwo backpack plush into a regular plush, because it doesn't have straps anyway. So I was going to do a how-to video on that, how to rip out the seams and pull out the backpack parts and restuff it. And yeah. Oh, one other question that kind of ties into the bro and lady bro is how old I am, and I am actually 23, like it says on my profile. So that's just for your information, I guess. I guess it matters. People care enough to ask. But yeah, this is Horatio signing out. I'll see you guys at the next reviews. Thanks for watching the vlog. And if you guys have any requests, questions, anything like that, totally feel free to holler at me, and I will answer them to the best of my capabilities. If you have any requests that are relevant, and I say relevant meaning don't be like, hey, can you totally review this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles toy? Because that's kind of irrelevant, if that makes sense. But if you have any Kamen Rider or Pokemon or Transformers toy review requests, holler at me, and if I have them, I totally will, and if I don't have them, I might be like, oh, I've been wanting to get that, so I'll totally get that now that you want me to review it. But yeah, Horatio signing out. Have a great day, everyone. I'm heading out to Chinatown today with a friend of mine, and we're gonna go do some shopping and eat some dim sum. So I will see you guys later.